I'm travelling today at Sydney Airport, and I'm in the International Departure Lounge, which means that it's a big one, right? Because nowhere's really very close to Australia. But it made me think, you know, a lot of speakers ask me, do I have to change my fee if it's for an international gig, and what should that fee be? And it's interesting that the further away from home that you get, the more famous you can become. I once used to employ a guy called Eddie, and he was in a blues band that was pretty good, had a couple of top 40 chart hits in their time in the 80s. And he used to say that they'd get off a plane in, say, Aberdeen, and they'd have a crowd of people wanting their autographs, whereas they still couldn't get a gig in their hometown of Newcastle. See, if you want to travel internationally as a speaker, then you've got to remember that when someone brings you in from overseas, it's a really special thing for them. They might be used to just booking local speakers and whatever. And so if they're booking someone who's coming internationally, it's not just like a cost to them. Everyone says, oh, do I have to wrap up my plane fare in that and all? No, it's about value, right? It's about value. Not only value in terms of you as a speaker, because quite honestly, they probably could find someone just as valuable as you in their home country. But what is it different that you're bringing by being an international speaker to them? That's where you can find the value that you can add that makes the plane fare go away for them. And that is that, you add an element of exoticness to their event, right? You may well have a different accent. You're coming in with different ideas. You might come from a totally different culture. And that to them is a bonus, but not just a bonus. It's the actual reason why people book speakers in the first place, right? If all they needed was information on how to do their jobs better or run their businesses better or whatever it may be, well, they've got training teams within their organizations, or at least within their industry, that could come. They could get to come and speak to them. So it's not about that, right? What it's about someone with external ideas, completely outside of their sphere, to take their people on a journey, move them emotionally closer to the place where they want them to be, so they're more motivated to get on board with the mission that organization has got for them, whether it's grow their business, whether it's sell more, whether it's be a better leader, whatever it might be. And you do that even more so by being an international speaker. That's where international fees come in. That's where the international travel comes in. And that's where you have to realize the value that you're giving to that conference, because if you can articulate that well to that client, then that client is going to see it for themselves, and then you're going to get booked. Hope that helps you guys. I'm off to go and see if my flight's ready. See you in San Francisco.